escort the field.
I have your
One for you.
Fuck, I just jumped off, guys!
What is up, dudes? Fracture here with another hero idea video. Now this one I'm calling him Soundquake, and I'll get into that in a little bit. But if you don't know already, again, go watch the animation Recall, and they have the part where Winston calls back all the Overwatch heroes and it flips through everybody, and this is where I got the picture from and the idea from. And there's also a concept art picture that has him right there. So we're going to be talking about this guy. Now I'm going to make Soundquake a tank. Now, I think we need more tanky tanks, so I'm thinking about giving him maybe 550 health, something right in there. So, with that amount of health, he could be an effective tank with the powers I am assigning him. And, obviously, like I said, we don't have enough tanks to even support the game. Everybody's always a Reinhardt, or for some reason now everybody's a Zarya, and I don't see anybody really playing Winston or anything. So, we need more tanks for variety and just to enjoy in the first place. Alright, so now that is out of the way, let's get right into the power set. Now, what I'm making Soundquake right now, he's going to be a tank, obviously, like I said before, but he's also going to be a melee tank. We only have, one melee character in the game if you don't count Genji's ult, and that is it, just one. And they can be at a disadvantage, but they can also be at an advantage too for being a melee character, and I think that maybe Overwatch needs more of those. Alright, so his first ability would be the Quake Punch. Now that's just a stupid name I came up with, but what he would do is that he would punch enemies for about the same damage as Reinhardt's hammer, and I'm not really sure the exact number for that, but I think it would be a pretty good damage thing. And I was also kind of debating with myself either if they hit someone directly, that they would get knocked back a little. But I don't know, do what you think is best, or what you think you want. Fuck. Okay, and for this character, I decided to give him a secondary, which will be the right click. Now this will be called the Uppercut. And what you would do is that you hold the right mouse button to charge the uppercut, and then when you release the button, it will do a giant uppercut that will knock enemies in range up into the air. And I'm not sure how far that range would be, but it would do maybe not like a huge amount of damage, but it would do some damage and maybe knock them back even little when they're in the air. Alright, Soundquake's first ability would be chest missiles. Now in the short, which I'm going to show you like right now.
That was so cool! In that one battle they had Soundquake. Remember, he has like chest missiles?
He says something about chest missiles. So let's add that into the game, and that'll be the E button if you didn't know that already. So what would happen is that you would press E and he'd fire two missiles that would shoot out and hit targets wherever you're pointing, obviously. But there would be like really no inaccuracy or anything. They'll both go to their point, but one would fire and then one would fire right after that. So they won't fire at the same time. It would be like boom, boom. And they would do a small amount of damage for splash damage, but they would have a big what's it called, blast radius, and then they would have a high target damage. So if he's in close range, since he's a melee character, he can fuck shit up if he's close enough. Soundquake's second ability would be, number one, it would be shift, and it would be rock line. And I didn't really know what to call this ability, so I just kind of made it up. But here I'm going to show you an example of what it would look like. And I know this is from Lego Batman 3, but don't kill me for it. But this is where it's from, and this is where I kind of got the idea from. But imagine this in Overwatch and in a first-person view. So what would happen is that, obviously, he would do the ground smash rock line thing, whatever you want to call it, and he would do moderate damage when you hit someone directly. But if it's right next to a person and they don't get hit, they will still go flying away from it. So if you just miss them by a tad bit, they're gonna fly. And I was also kind of debating with myself again, is that if this thing would just go up and then go straight back down to the ground, or would it actually stay up as like a wall or something like that, so players can't jump over it when they don't have mobility things like Maze Ice Wall or something like that. So I don't know, whatever you think is cool would be pretty nice either way. Alright, and for the last ability, I'm calling this the Soundquake, which is really stupid name, but I couldn't think of another one. So what would happen here is that when you hit Q, the blast would blast white noise in front of him, like straight in front of him, like in a giant cone like Reinhardt's thing, except that it's more airborne. And whoever's in front of it gets stunned and their screen goes white for about 3 seconds. So it would be good for maybe taking out like a Bastion if you get close enough so he can't do anything, or maybe something like that over and over again. So it would be like a way to push in, knock someone out, take them out while they're fucked up, something like that. I don't know. I just kind of made it up, but that's going to be his ultimate, and that is going to be the rest of his skill set for this video. So if you like this video and you want to see more hero ideas, leave a like, and also subscribe if you want to see more. I have more Overwatch content coming, and I think I have another indie showcase popping up, and I have one about the subject of Battlefield 1 versus Call of Duty. So if you want to stick around and see that, also leave a like again, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. It means a lot. So as always, Fracture out.